Hello, today we'll read Leviticus chapter 19. In chapter 18 it was about unlawful sexual relations, forbidden relations, and now let's continue what's next, to see what's next. The Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the entire assembly of Israel and say to them, Be holy because I, the Lord your God, am holy. Each of you must respect his mother and father, and you must observe my Sabbaths. Sabbaths. I am the Lord your God." It was a law very strong, very important for God, that the people to respect the Sabbath, to observe my Sabbath. Do not turn to, and nowadays, is still that strong or not? We will see. Jesus Christ will come, and we will see what will change, or if it will change something or not. And the New Testament too. We will see. I am the Lord your God. Do not turn to idols or make gods or of cast metal for yourselves. I am the Lord your God. When you sacrifice a fellowship offering to the Lord, sacrifice it in such a way that it will be accepted on your behalf. It shall be eaten on the day you sacrifice it, or on the next day. Anything left over will until the third day must be burned up. If any of it is eaten on the third day, it is impure and will not be accepted. Whoever eats it will be held responsible because he has desecrated what is holy to the Lord. That person must be cut off from his people. You must not joke with offerings and holy things. When you reap the harvest of your land, do not reap to the very edges of your field, or gather the gleanings of your harvest. Do not go over your vineyard a second time, or pick up the grapes that have fallen. Leave them for the poor and the alien. I am the Lord your God. Do not steal. Before that, before do not steal, we see that to have mercy, it's a law. It was a law of from God. Do not steal. Do not lie. Do not deceive one another. Do not swear falsely by my name and so profane the name of your God. I am the Lord. Do not defraud your neighbor or rob him. Do not hold back the wages of a hired man overnight. Do not curse the thief or put a stumbling block in front of the blind, but fear your God, I am the Lord. Do not pervert justice. Do not show partiality to the poor or favoritism to the great, but judge your neighbor fairly. Do not go about spreading slander among your people. Do not do anything that endangers your neighbor's life. I am the Lord. Do not hate your brother in your heart. Rebuke your neighbor frankly, so you will not share in his guilt. Do not seek revenge or bear a grudge against one of your people, but love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord. Keep my decrees. Do not mate different kinds of animals. Do not plant your field with two kinds of seed. Do not wear clothing woven of two kinds of material. If a man sleeps with a woman who is a slave girl promised to another man, but who has not been ransomed or given her freedom, there must be due punishment. Yet they are not to be put to death, because she had not been freed. The man, however, must bring a ram to the entrance to the tent of meeting for a guilt offering to the Lord. With the ram of the guilt offering. The priest is to make atonement for him before the Lord for the sin he has committed, and his sin will be forgiven. When you enter the land and plant any kind of fruit tree, regard its fruit as forbidden. For 3 years you are to consider it forbidden. Very interesting. It must not be eaten. In the 4th year all its fruit will be holy, an offering of praise to the Lord. But in the 5th year you may eat its fruit. In this day your harvest will be increased. I am the Lord your God. Laws of nature and laws of God are connected here. Do not eat any meat with the blood still in it. Do not practice divination or sorcery. Do not cut the hair at the sides of your head or clip off the edges of your beard. Very interesting. Even hairstyle and makeup is. But why? Because there were some meanings, traditions, and lots of religions things, but not Christian or Jewish religion, but other religions from the people who were not with God. Do not cut your bodies for the dead, or put tattoo marks on yourselves. I am the Lord. Do not degrade your daughter by making her a prostitute, or the land will turn to prostitution and be filled with wickedness. Observe my Sabbaths and have reverence for my sanctuary. I am the Lord. Do not turn to mediums or seek out spiritists, for you will be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God. If you are with God, you cannot be with the devil. Rise in the presence of the aged. Show respect for the elderly and revere your God. I am the Lord. When an alien lives with you in your land, do not mistreat him. The alien living with you must be treated as one of your native born. Love him as yourself, for you were aliens in Egypt. I am the Lord your God. God is saying about, for you were aliens in Egypt. You are in that situation too, and you must not mistreat the other persons that are like that. I am the Lord your God. Do not use dishonest standards when measuring length, weight, or quantity. Use honest scales and honest weights, and honest ephah, and an honest hin. I am the Lord your God who brought you out of Egypt. Keep all my decrees and all my laws, and follow them. I am the Lord. That was the chapter. We must keep all God's decrees and all of His laws and follow them. But at first we must read the whole Bible to understand the laws of God. Because in Old Testament there were things that were with physical things too. I mean, with lots of offerings and sacrifices and traditions, but traditions from God, not from the man, from the people. Traditions. How can I say? Rituals that should be followed, and yeah. Because the Old Testament laws not all of them, because they still have the essence, but some of them are just the shadow. Like here, my hand and my palm and my shadow. Is like a shadow from what will come. And what will come, we will see in the when Jesus will come, and after that we are like here now, so we can see everything, because it was God's the Godfather laws and how can I say, work, and after that Jesus Christ work, and after that Holy Spirit work, and we are some I like here. Okay, that was the chapter. May the God bless me, protect me, and delight me in the next chapter too. And if you want, you will see me there too. God bless you all, and goodbye.